everyone, this is Elizabeth and I'm here to show you some pictures from my trip to the Oklahoma Aquarium with my mom. It was a snowy day and very cold out, so we were glad to get inside. The beavers were the first thing we saw because they were getting fed at about 11 when we got there. The beavers were larger than I imagined they would be, but they were still smaller than the beavers on the old Chronicles of Narnia movie. The otter was a lot of fun to watch. It was so fast in the water. We were told that they have to feed the otters 4 times a day. I'm not sure why the raccoon was at the aquarium. These are the first of many fish in this video. My mom took this picture of me in the beaver and otter room. This is a self-portrait of my mom and me. We were having a great time. The aquarium had a large exhibit of Oklahoma fish. I can safely say I've never seen anything like this Oklahoma native before. My mom has kept up a fish tank for years, but this was on a bigger scale. It was great to peek under the water and see what they look like from below. I can't tell if he's yawning here or trying to look scary, but anyway, he opened his mouth right before he got to Mom. This one is almost like seeing 2 halves of the same fish, except they're backwards. Many of the fish made me think of the fishermen who sometimes put their catches in the newspaper. Yes, we do have alligators in Oklahoma, but fortunately, for me at least, we don't have any in my part of the state. I'm not quite sure what's up with his coloring, since he's in the same tank as the others. If you can't tell, we're not in the Oklahoma section anymore. I'm not quite sure where that transition happened. And here you can see the 2 sides of an octopus. This tank looked like it came straight from the movie Nemo. Interestingly enough, the fish that looked like Dory actually acted like the character. One of the signs reminded us that jellyfish are not actually fish, and so they were referred to as just jellies. This might be one of my favorite pictures. There were several pools where we were allowed to get a little wet ourselves. For lunch, we went to a Mexican restaurant with delicious food. In my family, we take pictures of food. This was my plate. And this is my mom's. This is me standing next to a building that is very important to my family. We had a beautiful view from where we were in Jinx. We returned to the aquarium after lunch since there was so much left to see. I never could have imagined that the creatures inside such ugly shells were so gorgeous. We watched the piranhas being fed. These were 8 years old, which is the life expectancy of a piranha. Since they could die at any moment, we were warned that they might not be very excited about their food. The electric eel had a speaker connected to its tank. The more electricity it released, the louder it got. The archerfish were hilarious. In this picture, you can see a bit of fish on the side of the tank. And now it's gone. They shoot their food down with a strong jet of water. This is the first picture from the coral reef tank. This large fish has bright blue lips. These are the stingrays that we didn't touch. And this is the stingray that I did get to touch. It was so soft and so much fun. The dangerous part had been removed from the stingrays, and they actually liked being touched. This is the first picture from the shark tank. We went down into the shark tunnel, where the sharks could swim around and above us. This was almost directly above my head. We returned to the coral reef tank for their feeding, when they were much more active. Two divers went below to feed the fish and also do a little bit of cleanup. These fish are making a meal out of coral. This diver explains that she's a volunteer who dives at the aquarium 4 times a month. She pulled out a scrub brush to work on the tank after feeding the fish. I took a picture of the main hallway of the aquarium on my way out. It was so cold out we didn't stay long to take pictures outside. Thank you all for watching.